easy to knock out a man. It is easy to knock out a man because he is weak.
And it's gonna be easy to knock out a nigga that's weak. He ain't get to rehydrate properly and he weak as hell.
It's about to happen.
It is easy to knock out a ninja with the rehydration clause because he didn't have time to get his weight back up and rehydrate properly, and it's BS. So why not fight Devin Haney or Conor Benn with no rehydration clause since you do not believe in them?
Even with Conor Benn, I would want the same weight clause. And I don't want no like rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's gonna take away from
Pack
me.
Your man up. I told you. Now y'all got Ego Veli. MOB. If you believe in God, believe in Boxingego. Death Row East, West Side. Pack your man up. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxingego Unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. I gotta bake another one. Get ready for boxing's reckoning. The reckoning has returned. The reckoning, Shakur Stevenson edition. I can't wait. We gonna expose the game yet again. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Listen, man. Now, I told y'all I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. Really watch the first video I did about Shakur Stevenson. Really, there's two, but you got to watch the Unpacked that I did yesterday morning, right? And I was explaining how Shakur looks bigger than T.O., how Shakur has contradicted himself, right? All of these things. Then somebody sent me that it looks like Shakur posted to his story subliminally addressing me or people who have commented on his weight. So now I gotta do it again. I didn't want to have to do this, but y'all made me. So buckle up. We gonna get unpacked yet again. Now, again, watch that initial video, the Unpacked video. Lots of jewels in there. Everything I said still applies. And the one before that, the video before that, I was talking about a post from Shakur Stevenson where he posted himself without a shirt flexing and it said 175, right? And I did make a video about that. Listen, I already went over it. Shakur Stevenson, that is his fault entirely. If you are a pro boxer, you look bigger than Teofimo Lopez, you won't step on a scale, right? And you post a video flexing with no shirt on and you put 175 and that's the only caption that is shown in the picture, duh, people are going to try to correlate the two, right? Let me show you what Shakur Stevenson, how he subliminally dissed me or people that think like me, right? He posted, somebody replied to his story and says, no way you are 175. And he said, nah, I'm trolling, Brody. I'm 148. People so stupid. Now, why are people so stupid when you are the one that posted it? Like, somebody in the chat, leave me a comment and let me know what was the point of Shakur posting that if he's now claiming he weighs 148. Beyond that, I don't even really believe the 148. it's not like we're just taking his word for it. It's not like he stepped on a scale and he's been went with the WBC or something and got his weight checked. So we don't even really know that is your actual weight now. But even if it is, this is your fault. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. If you are a pro boxer, you have an upcoming fight, you're flexing, and then you post a caption that says that, there's no LOL, no ha ha ha. So why would anyone assume that you're a liar and the caption is not, in fact, what it is? Like, to be honest, it shows you Shakur Stevenson almost like a narcissist, in my opinion. Almost a narcissist, because he's saying that people are stupid for looking at a picture on your story that you posted and assuming that what you wrote pertains to your actual weight. Like, just think about that, right? If I did a YouTube video and it was like, it's time to say goodbye to YouTube, and I'm crying in the thumbnail, and it's like, I'm leaving YouTube, it's time to say goodbye on the thumbnail. It says all these things, and then you click on the video. Why would you not assume that the video would be about me leaving YouTube? I mean, come on, bro. Y'all got to get real, and you got to do it quickly, right? So to call people stupid for your transgressions is wild. You the one that posted it. Nobody told you to post that. If it wasn't true, you could have just posted the flex picture. But now you're trying to name call. So I got to bake another one. And I'm going to continue where I left off. Because if you watch my video, the 175, I told you in that video, I don't know. I don't know if it's his weight. I don't know if it's not his weight. I was like, either it's his weight and that's heavy, or it's not his weight and he's lying. Now he's claiming basically he lied. Whoop-de-doo. Good job, Shakur. You lied to the public on your story and, played some kind of game or trolled. Like, most people that are going to do something like that, they'll troll, and then like maybe the next story will be like, nah, I'm just playing. JK, just kidding. Ha ha ha. You didn't do that. So now you're trying to name call. So let's get to it. The 175, if you watch my Unpacked, was this much of the dialogue. I didn't even really care. The 175, because I had already made a video about that. So everything else that I said still applied. The reality is Shakur was on the Breakfast Club and he was talking about he needs a rehydration clause for either Conor Benn or Devin Haney. And I really don't want to replay it because that's why you got to watch my old videos and subscribe, because you would know what's going on. I don't want to have to keep doing the same work, but here it is.
It's about to happen. So is Devin on your list next? So you could keep going on that list.
I would love to fight Devin. The only thing is, because a lot of people kind of compared me saying that I would fight Conor Benn.
Right.
I would love to fight Devin. Only thing is, when somebody says only thing is, you know it's not going to be nothing good.
With Devin Haney. And I understand it. But the thing that I said, even with Conor Benn, I would want the same weight clause as he put on Eubank.
Yeah.
And that's what I...
Why would you get that? Why would you get a weight clause that he negotiated with a middleweight fighter that had nothing to do with you or your camp, right? Why would you get the honors or the clauses from a contract that you weren't even a party to? Let's keep it going.
I want come fight night with Conor Benn. Now, when I go to 47 with Devin, is he's gonna allow the same weight clause like fight night with Conor Benn? Now, when I go to 47 with Devin, is he's gonna allow the same weight clause? Like it becomes a business,
right?
Like, how are we gonna do this fight?
How are we gonna do this fight? You said you weighed 148, right? right here. So you don't weigh 175. Allegedly, you weigh 148. I'm not really convinced, but this is what you're saying. So even though you lied to us, let's just trust that you weren't trolling when you responded to this guy. And you said, nah, I'm trolling, Brody. I'm 148. So why do you need, you're just fighting at your walk around weight then, if you fought Devin Haney. And it's a guy you're already familiar with. So why do you need him to be on a rehydration clause that you pulled from Chris Eubanks' fight with someone totally different than yourself? Somebody make it make sense. I need answers. Why would you do a live in studio with Conor Ben and jumping up like, oh man, when you start boxing, oh, you started boxing late, oh, I'm gonna cook you, oh, you can't beat me. Why do all this? And you started an interview, I would love to fight Devin Haney. No, you wouldn't, because if you really would love to fight him, you would fight him where he's at, where we know you wouldn't have a problem making that weight. You got to keep in mind, if you're a skilled fighter, that allows you the ability to flex your weight a bit more. For example, if there's a fighter like, let's say, Brandon Rios. Brandon Rios, he was a fun fighter to watch. No defense, though. So he can't move up to 54 and 160. He'll get cooked because now you're several divisions higher than your starting point and you don't have the skill to not get hit, right? And you're fighting bigger guys, stronger punchers, better chins, all that. So you'll get cooked for that reason. But Shakur is a skilled fighter, and we know from Crawford, we know from Floyd Mayweather, from Pacquiao, from Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, Evander Holyfield, these guys were able to move up. Usyk, another fighter, they're able to move up because at the end of the day, their skills are separating them so they can fight the bigger people. Mind you, we're not talking like Shakur versus a better type of character. We're talking about Shakur versus Devin, who is not the biggest puncher. He's definitely not the best finisher. You can fight big punchers with their own style, like Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben, but then you're like, oh, for Devin, it becomes a business, putting your hands on the desk. But you're saying you want to fight him. I'm so confused. Listen again.
It's about to happen. So is Devin on your list next? So you could keep going on that list.
I would love to fight Devin. The only thing is, because a lot of people kind of compared me saying that I would fight Conor Ben with Devin Haney, and I understand it. But the thing that I said, even with Conor Ben, I would want the same weight clause as he put on Eubank. Yeah. And that's what I want come fight night with Conor Ben. Now, when I go to 47 with Devin, he's gonna allow the same weight clause? Like it becomes a business,
right?
Like how we gonna do this fight? And if he do shit, let's lock in, gang.
So Conor Ben is still on the list.
I told you that's the fight that I think should be next, but I'm not trying to look past Tio.
So, again, you lost me when you start saying all that stuff. You lost me because how do you have the jurisdiction over really anybody, especially guys at higher weight classes, right? You're not the biggest star at 35. Tank Davis is. You're not a champion at 40 or 47, right? How would you sell the fight on Devin should submit to my request and what I want to happen? How does that even work when Devin just became a champion in a new division, right? He's undefeated, you're undefeated, but he got a belt up there. So why would he submit to your rehydration clause? And I already went over it. Shakur does this really sneaky thing, right? Where he'll call for a fight and talk it up and gas it up like this. These are old articles. Shakur Stevenson willing to fight Ryan Garcia next at a catchweight. He'll spend all this time talking about Ryan is a trash fighter. Ryan got beat by Rolly, but he needs a catch weight to fight Ryan. Not really making sense. If Ryan Garcia, you literally said Ryan only has a left hook, right? Your words. Boom. Shakur Stevenson confident. You were saying this in 2023. Not my words. Quote, he only got a left hook, right? So if Ryan Garcia only has a left hook and he's a trash fighter and he lost to Rolly, which you brought up on the Ring podcast you were on recently, why do you need a catch weight to fight him? Connor Ben, you were on Ariel Helwani's show and y'all both were live in studio guests and you were like gloating about how he wouldn't be ready for you. You're like, I've been boxing since the age of 5. And you just started boxing at 17, you're cooked. That's what he said. He was like, you're cooked. But then now you're saying you need a rehydration clause for him, for Ryan, for Devin Haney. When if you stood next to any of those guys, you would hold your own height and size-wise. You wouldn't look like somebody from Lord of the Rings, like one of the little elves or whatever from Lord of the Rings. Because we're seeing you next to Teofimo and you don't look mad smaller than him and you're the one moving up. So how does that work that you can insult fighters and say they trash and you will whoop them, but then you need a catch weight or rehydration clause? Furthermore, as I illustrated in my last Unpacked, you the same dude that talked bad about Devin Haney, or not Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis. Said Ninja wouldn't dare fight Edwin De Los Santos. Who Tank fight that's cracking and got skills? Because this was a response to a tweet about Tank. Only Ninja was Ryan Garcia, and he was weight drained the ish out of him. And he weight drained the ish out of him. So if listen to the hypocrisy and narcissism from Shakur, right? You're alluding to Tank weight drain Ryan Garcia. But then I just showed you, you said you will fight Ryan at a catch weight in old interviews. And you tweeted that you want to bring him down to 135 when he had already left 135 and lost to Tank. So you are trying to drain him. And then you're the one barking how Ryan Garcia is a horrible fighter and not good, and he only has a left hook and he lost to Rolly. You guys know I am cooking this boy because it makes no sense. How are you going to, and for real, Tank is one of the only few fighters actually fighting at their true weight class. We know that. I've already talked about it. I know it. You know it. But this video must differ from the last one, so I want to illustrate the point further. To further prove the hypocrisy from Shakur, I'm going to show you that again. He was talking about how Tank weight drained Ryan Garcia. I've already proven and done an amazing job proving that you are trying to drain. Ryan couldn't even make weight with Devin Haney. So why would you even tweet out that you'll fight Ryan at 135, knowing he fought Tank at 136, and you're claiming he was weight drained, and he had already moved up to 140 by then? Why would you do that? But you said Tank drained him, and again, Tank is small next to all these guys: Keyshawn, Shakur, Rolly, Ryan, Barrios. All these dudes are bigger than Tank, we know. But to add insult to injury, I've dug this up. Listen to what Shakur Stevenson previously said. This is why you don't go against Boxingego, man. Receipts.
Truthfully, yeah, it can happen. I just think it got to be at a reasonable weight. And I don't want no, like, rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's going to take away from me actually beating him. So, he could come in, long as he make the actual weight, I'll be with it. But it's gonna have to be a lot of testing. It's gonna have to be like some real testing, and I'm with it. Like, let's make it happen there.
Bro, pack your man up. This is an old interview where he was talking about Ryan, and he literally said, as long as he makes the actual weigh-in, then it's gravy. Because he don't want rehydration clauses to take away from his victory after he beats him. Listen again.
Truthfully, yeah, it can happen. I just think it got to be at a reasonable weight, and I don't want no like rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's gonna take away from me actually beating a reasonable weight, and I don't want no like rehydration clause. Be at a reasonable weight, and I don't want no like rehydration clause. Be at a reasonable weight, and I don't want no like rehydration clause at a reasonable weight, and I don't want no like rehydration clause at a reasonable weight, and I don't want no like rehydration clause at a reasonable weight, and I don't want no like rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's gonna take away from me actually beating him. So I just think it got to be at a reasonable weight, and I don't want no like rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's gonna take away from me actually beating him. So he could come in, long as he make the actual weight, I'll be with it. But it's gonna have to be a lot of testing. It's gonna have to be like some me actually beating him. So wait, and I don't want no like rehydration clause. 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 I don't want nothing that's gonna take away from me actually beating him. So he could come in, long as he make the actual weight, I'll be with it. But it's gonna have to be a lot of testing. It's gonna have to be like some real testing, and I'm with it. Like, let's make it happen there.
The rehydration clause, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, I think
because Tank does that to every fighter. So does Frank Martin has to do the same thing?
I don't know what Frank Martin has
I don't know what the host talking about. Tank do it to every fighter. That's cap.
To do, but Frank Martin is more so like a 135 pounder. So I don't understand the reason why he would do it.
Okay.
He said Tank is a 135 pounder, or Frank is a 135 pounder. He just moved up to 140. I know at this time he was a 35 pounder, but I'm just showing you Frank Martin was big for the weight. That's why he's in now. Fast forward to the future after Tank knocked him out. Frank Martin is at the next weight class up. So yeah, another time Tank knocked out someone bigger than him. I keep cooking. I can't be beat.
But nah, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Cause if you go watch when Ryan fought Tank, and you watch when Devin fought Tank, and you see like the people. Size, the
When did Devin fight Tank? What is he talking about? Y'all say, "Oh, Ego, he just he a dumb YouTuber. He don't know what he talking about. He a YouTuber. These YouTubers don't know." When did Tank fight Devin? So I'm assuming he made a mistake, and he meant when Ryan fought against Devin and when Ryan fought against Tank. Let's try it again though. Tighten up, Shakur.
Nah, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Cause if you go watch when Ryan fought Tank, and you watch when Devin fought Tank, and you see like the people. Size, the how good he's feeling. Like you could tell he's feeling good on that night. Like the weight and everything. Like I think that nah, that's some bullshit. That's some like I need an advantage, and with the advantage, I mean I'm gonna do what I gotta do and it's gonna be easy to knock out a nigga that's weak. He ain't get to rehydrate properly, and he weak as hell.
Pack your man up, bro. He said it's BS to put in rehydration clauses, and it's easy to knock out a man. It is easy to knock out a man because he is weak. And he said Ryan Garcia only has a left hook and he's a garbage fighter. But then he said he needs a catch weight for Ryan. He said it's easy to knock out somebody on a rehydration clause and it's BS. But then he's calling for a rehydration clause versus Conor Benn and Devin Haney. And you and Devin started pretty much at similar places. And for Conor Benn, it might hurt him going from 160 and then shaving all the way back down to 147. Plus, again, you were at Ariel Helwani's in studio, right? And you were the one chirping about like how he can't F with you. So why you need all this extra stuff if you don't believe in rehydration clauses? I know I'm good. I could have been a detective. Listen again.
And everything, like, I think that, nah, that's some bullshit. That's some, like, I need an advantage. And with the advantage, I mean, I'm going to do what I got to do. And it's going to be easy to knock out a nigga that's weak. He ain't get to rehydrate properly, and he weak as hell.
It's about to happen.
It is easy to knock out a ninja with the rehydration clause because he didn't have time to get his weight back up and rehydrate properly, and it's BS. So why not fight Devin Haney or Conor Benn with no rehydration clause since you do not believe in them?
Even with Conor Benn, I would want the same weight clause as he put on Eubank.
Yeah.
And that's what I want come fight night with Conor Benn. Now, when I go to 47 with weight clause as he put on Eubank.
Yeah.
And that's clause as he put on. Say even with Conor Benn, I would want the same weight clause as he put on. But the thing that I said, even with Conor Benn, I would want the same weight clause. But the thing that I said, even with Conor Benn, I would want the same weight clause as he put on Eubank.
Yeah.
And that's what I want come fight night with Conor Benn. Now, when I go to 47 with Devin, is he's gonna allow the same weight clause? Like it becomes a business,
right?
Like how we
now it becomes a business, and he want a weight clause, fools. But he just told you that to do it is cheap and weak.
Truthfully, the how good he's feeling and everything. Like I think that nah, that's some bullshit. That's some like I need an advantage, and with the advantage, I mean I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And it's gonna be easy to knock out a nigga that's weak. He ain't get to rehydrate properly, and he weak as hell. Like rehydration clause. I don't want no like rehydration, and I don't want no like rehydration clause, and I don't want no like rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's gonna take away from
Pack
me.
Your man up. I told you. Now y'all got Ego Veli, MOB. If you believe in God, believe in Boxingego, Death Row East, West Side. Pack your man up. I try to tell y'all. See, I don't do all the subliminals and stuff like that. You calling people stupid because you posted a picture where you said 175 pounds and you flexing with no shirt. Now you getting this. Now you're going to get this type of work. You're all over the place. You contradicted yourself time after time. This ninja act like cameras and microphones and a Wi-Fi signal does not exist. He truly does. Like, I could just say this stuff and Boxingego ain't gonna remember what I said because I said it a while ago. And that's how you know it's some BS. Because guess what? I got 18,000 plus videos on my channel. I don't take back nothing. I don't walk back nothing. I walk them down with the points, right? I don't take back nothing. Shakur be like, oh, I'm in the trenches and stuff. You need to take a little less time talking about being hood and saying the N-word and being in the trenches and not fighting Keyshawn and all that, and go watch them tapes of what you was saying in the past so you can make it make sense with the stuff you saying now. You're in a brand new interview with the Breakfast Club after the Teofimo press conference, and you all about rehydration clauses, but you crashed out and said Tank was basically weak. As a smaller person, you have been around him. You have sparred him. You know Tank hits hard, but he ain't the biggest dude, and he not like bulked out, right? I've seen Pitbull Cruz, even though he's shorter than Tank, I've seen him in his offseason, and he was huge. Tank has been watching his weight and all that. But you hassled Tank and said, oh, he weak. Why would he do that? Blah, blah, blah. And then now you vouching for rehydration clauses. Pack this man up, bro. It's over. It's over. And then the only people who are going to be mad at this video are the insecures, because they're insecure and they're like, man, ego cooking. He making valid points. I can't say nothing. I can't combat it. All I could do is grit my teeth and be angry. So support the channel. This is why y'all support me. This is why I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. Cash App is in the description. This is what y'all paying for. Hit the like button, hit all that, all the engagement. Let's keep it going, because I give y'all, there's no content creator doing what I'm doing, bro. I'm giving y'all receipts. I'm doing investigative journalism, showing you what has been said, what was said, comparing and contrasting. And then watch, after Boxingego did it, you're going to see people on Twitter and all around like posting and talking about it. Remember where your talking points came from. I'm done talking about it. For more boxing news, subscribe to me. I'm the master of this. I have mastered my craft. Keep supporting. I won't let y'all down. For Shakur Stevenson, do better. Tighten up. You can't be like, rehydration clauses suck and you weakening an opponent, but then you want Ryan at a catch weight. You want weight stipulations for Ryan, but then you're still calling him trash. Tell me how that makes sense. If he is so horrible and he only looked good because he was on Osterine and all this stuff people are saying, then fight him at 147 with no weight stipulation. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have like Tito Mercado. He just got another knockout. He's calling you out. You're like, I don't know who you are. All right, whatever. O'Shaquie did good with Fulton, and he called you out, and he's like, you know what happened when we sparred. I'm not afraid of you. He got a crazy reach, crazy performance against Fulton. Now you and Ray Ford are making excuses, talking about, oh, Fulton was small. Fulton was the one that missed weight. That's his fault. And he got cooked anyway. He a good fighter, he got cooked, right? So O'Shaquie, you're like, nah, I got bigger fish to fry. Ryan, you need a catch weight, but you're saying he sucks. Devin and Conor Ben, you like, oh, I want to fight Devin. You in the studio with Conor Ben, oh, I'll cook you. You're cooked. But then you said you need them on rehydration clauses that you previously said you don't believe in. Abdullah Mason, he looked good. He did his thing. He's undefeated. He a champion. Where you were fighting at 35, beat Sam Noakes, who was way harder than any of the people that you fought recently. Like, that's a good point. I'm a genius. Bro, y'all need to bow down to me. I'm really him. Tell me Sam Noakes didn't deliver a fiery, more educated, aggressive, and dangerous fight with Abdullah Mason than anybody Shakur Stevenson recently fought, including William Zepeda. Give me Sam Noakes over William Zepeda. Like, Zepeda is like throwing a million punches with no defense. Sam Noakes had some craft to what he was doing, and he was wild durable. Like, he wasn't just coming in like an idiot, throwing bombs, like throwing a million punches. He was like, there was some craftsmanship to what he was doing, and Abdullah Mason. But then you're like, Abdullah Mason, he too green, he young, nobody cares. You know what I mean? The walls are closing in on your boy Shakur. I get it. He's fighting Teofimo. He should have left it at that. He should have been like, I'm not answering no questions about nothing else, because when he started opening his mouth about fighting all these other people, and now he's contradicted what he said previously about rehydration clauses, you knew your boy Ego was going to bring it up. So who's stupid now? For more boxing news, subscribe. We Unpacked. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate. So ultimately,